What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another volume of Diarrhea of a Madman. I am your host, Johnny Deneen, and this is my shit show. Uh, it's just me rambling, scrambling, and making up fucking stupid ass rhymes like that. Whatever. So let's get down to it. I have to try and if I'm talking softer, I have to try and keep it down. The wife is like right in the other room over there. And if I wake her up from her nap, she'll be quite pissed, right, hon? If I was any kind of a producer or anything, I would enter in the audio from the recent BAFTAs. I don't know if you guys heard this. The very first fucking award being presented, Michael B. Jordan, that one, the actor, not the basketball player, the guy from The Wire and the Marvel movies, Sinners. Anyway, he's up there. Um, and some dude fucking lets out the N word. I mean, I think he followed it up with something else too. But um, as far as I know, the Baptists are like a British thing, so I don't know if they're what is it? We have like the FCC or some shit like that. Some anyway, I don't know if the British people had that kind of thing with their British broadcasting. Anyway, what the fucked up thing is, why they leave it in? There wasn't a delay. They couldn't. But um, to me, it felt like. Do you guys remember that the Marvel movie where I think it was Civil? No, it was. Doesn't matter. The one where Iron Man's fighting the Hulk, and he's got the Hulk, and he's flying him, and he's like, "Hey Jarvis, how quickly can we fucking buy this building?" Because he put the Hulk through. I felt like whoever this guy was, they were like, we need to immediately make him some the head of Tourette's, whatever. Holy shit. Okay, and why do you have this guy close enough to fucking be heard? Uh anyway, just I'm not making I am making light of the situation because it could have been just I mean, they cut out strikers in every goddamn sporting event I've ever seen, to include international soccer, I believe. I've been drunk at like 6 a.m. in a fucking bar before in the United States, looking at you, Colorado, um, watching international soccer because that's the only fucking sports on. And if there were any streakers, they cut that shit out. You have to go to the internet to find that. So how the fuck does this get left in? Um, it seems kind of weird. I don't know. The guy, I don't fucking care. Like, if you got it, you got it. But um, I watched a long time ago, and you could probably find it online. But there were like these three British guys, and they all had, I think one or two of them had Tourette's, and one was like a narcoleptic. And I forget that I, for the life of me, I can't remember this show. But if you look it up, it is the best. They go on like a trip once a year, and it's just two guys with Tourette's and one dude who's like a narcoleptic. He wears a helmet all the time because he still tries to be normal. And there's I just remember one part they're filming him and he's doing dishes and just literally fucking drops, dude. And I'm laughing because I mean it's hilarious. It's inherently fucking funny. Um, but I mean it gets it out there. So excuse me. Uh, yeah. So I don't understand why they would leave that in there unless it's another one of these, getting it all conspiracy theory again, something just so they can stop reporting on the Epstein files. You got a bigger story. You got some white dude saying the N word to two black guys at the BAFTAs. Or huge fucking news. That's front page everywhere, right? So I don't know. I don't know. They fucking started a war in goddamn Mexico, just so names wouldn't get put out. Like, how far? Oh, hold on to your butts, as Samuel L. Jackson says in Jurassic Park. I don't know if you hear that, but that's my wife's phone. She specifically told them, like, she's a supervisor, leave me the fuck alone. I have to work tonight. And she hasn't been home an hour and a half, and they're already fucking calling her. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of what's going on in the other room over there, my old boy Boba, oh, my dog, thought he was dying. That shit sucked. I spent all day yesterday thinking my dog dying. Turns out he's just really high because he does not do fucking that medication very well at all. Um, I mean, he's 12 years old, so he's an old boy, but a couple back surgeries, and he's he doesn't move around like he used to, but uh, definitely I didn't think was on the verge of that. He had a fall and got like a hematoma. I don't know what they call it, like a knot. Better not to mention that again. Like a knot on the, when you get hit and all of a sudden get a knot in your head. I'm going to tell a story about that here really quick. Um, but so I took him to the vet, and that's what they thought. So we put him on painkillers. Well, they took his weight, and he's a big dog. Like, he's a big kind of muscular dog, but he's very, very sensitive to medication. And just giving him the pills, like the vet said, like all day yesterday, this dude was just fucking stoned. I want to move. So, yeah, I didn't sleep well last night, but then this morning I go in there and it's, you ever like have one of those friends that like does too many drugs and you're like expecting to fucking find them dead in the room, and then you come in and they're just eating cereal or some shit, like wide eyed, like everything's cool. All right. Um, that's the kind of the greeting I got this morning. He was fucking wagging his tail, took him outside, took a shit. Anyway, so that was scary. I want to go. I mean, it's gonna happen. So at least now I know how I'm gonna feel. Uh, what is next on my list? But man, the weather's going nuts again, or maybe it's just normal for us to get fucking winter storms in February. Happens, right? Like it used to happen all the time. People used to talk like, "Oh, remember how the weather we used to get winters? Now we don't get winters anymore." And now we're getting winters, and people are like, "Oh, there's people fucking with the weather." Okay, which one is it? Oh, I don't care either way. I mean, it got snow here. That was pretty cool. I don't go anywhere, so I mean, it didn't bother me any. But I live like near the coast down south, so when you get snow, it's pretty cool. But then people forget how to fucking drive. Um, but yeah, I mean, nobody's fucking with the weather, or maybe they are, and what the fuck doesn't matter. We're looking at you, fucking Goldberg, Steenberg. Anyway, going back to the knock on the head thing, that reminded me of a story. I growing up, the me and the neighbor kids, my brothers, I think my brothers are with me, and the neighbor kids, the Kellys, we built this fucking snowman in their backyard, and someone came up with the idea to put water on it that night, like cold water, not like hot water, but we built a big enough snowman that we put water on it that night. We froze this bitch, and the next day we were in your backyard, and uh, the older Kelly brother, had an aluminum baseball bat, and he's like, "I'm gonna take the head off of this snowman." All right. So he goes in the full baseball swing, and I could not tell you how that's the quickest I've ever seen a bat come back because I did not see the bat ricochet immediately off that fucking frozen ass snowman and plug fucking Kyle. Oh God, I said his fucking name. It doesn't matter. Right in the goddamn forehead, and he dropped. Bat drop. I mean, boom. Um, in his defense, I don't think it knocked him out. I don't remember him being knocked out. I do remember him getting up and running in the fucking back door, big glass sliding doors. By the time he grabbed that sliding door and was sliding it open, he had a golf ball in his fucking shit was. I mean, after he ran in, like, I mean, he's crying when we were fucking 10, 11, maybe. Um, God, that was hilarious afterwards. Um, Man, my Oklahoma friends used to get their heads fucking knocked in all the damn time. We used to play this game. We would try to test our speed. It was so stupid. But there was a space in between the houses, and these were brick houses. And uh, I'm talking maybe 20 feet, whatever. The street would be to the right, and we'd be standing there and we would watch the cars coming down the road. And the key was to once the car got to a certain point, that's what was your go moment, and you had to start running, and you had to get to the house, touch the brick wall before that car uh, got to the same like cross. You were racing a car going like this, and the finish line's in the middle. So first one there wins. uh, the Hill kid. Uh, I don't mean that in a mean way. That was its last name. Lived on the bottom at the end of the block. This kid, I remember him. He's very competitive and was fucking going full speed because that's what you're doing. You're trying to beat the car, and you're trying to get to the brick wall of the house before that car passes the same point. Whatever on the street. So you're looking, and he's like very close, and this car for some reason like sped up because sometimes if a car's going fast, you can tell you're like, I'm not gonna beat that fucking car. I'm gonna wait till a slower one comes. He decides he's gonna beat this speeding car, and so he takes off, fucking full speed, watching him, and I see him turn his head because he wants to see if he beats the fucking car. He's not gonna believe whether or not I make the right call, and it's close. It is so close that he doesn't have time to do anything before he runs his fucking face, I mean, full speed into the brick walls. Actually, in the side of my house is my parents' fucking brick wall on the side of the house. I mean, that's a full side of his fucking face. All, into the fucking bricks. He drops. He went home after that, but that pretty. I don't think we ever played that game again. I don't remember playing it after that anyway. It was fun. Uh, okay. What am I watching? Um, I've finished so many shows. Uh, I watched that uh HBO Max, the Night of the Seven Kingdoms or whatever. It's pretty good. It's more lighthearted. Probably the most lighthearted Game of Thrones spinoff. And it's not really a spinoff, it's like a prequel. Anyway, I liked it better than the one they did before, the House of the Dragon. Uh, I don't know. I was never really into Game of Thrones. The wife and I started watching it after COVID, and both kind of just like we got into it like a decade late. One of those things. So anyway, I'm not fucking all balls deep in it, but that the Knights of the Seven Realms or Kingdoms, whatever the fuck it is, that's pretty cool. And oh, I'm watching Lowdown on Hulu, which is an FX show. It's got fucking Ethan Hawke in it, and can I tell you, I'm back. I'm back on Ethan. Um, I didn't watch these in a row, but the last three things that I believe I've spoke about. had talked about on this podcast was Black Phone 2. I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast, but come on. He, it's not a bad movie, but once he puts on the fucking ice skates, it's come on, you lost me on that one. Uh and then I watched Blue Moon, the one about the story of the guy who wrote the music and I guess is an Oscar nominee, and the one I think Kevin Spacey was a better choice for, and probably cheaper. But yeah, I after after those two, I was hesitant to put on Lowdown, but I did. I'm happy I did because it's not a bad show. However, it is set in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you know, look, I'm just happy that these Oklahoma shows are showing Oklahoma. It's desolate. It's it's not a I don't know. There's a reason why I left it. So I'm not gonna shit all over it too hard because I still got friends, family there. But for the most part, fuck Oklahoma, and I'm glad these fucking shows show out just how just shitty it is. It doesn't put a good taste in your mouth. Like, oh, this is the Tulsa King. I haven't even watched an episode of that, but I'm pretty sure it's just Sylvester Stallone like walking into a room and saying two things and maybe moving his arm once and then it cuts to another scene because the guy just does not fucking act anymore. He's too old. Whatever. It's probably everyone else around him that's good. Doesn't fucking matter. It's set in Tulsa. It's um what do you got? Well, I think the Res was pretty cool. And even in that show, they had to go to LA to get them the fuck out of Oklahoma just so people would continue watching the show. But good for Oklahoma. If they have a NBA winning championship team. So they have that going for them, which is nice. Um, Speaking of actors, apparently Jim Carrey's fake and is not real. He went to some French, he, in quotations, went to some French fucking film festival. Is it film festival time? Is that what it's going on? Is there Sundance still going? That's kicked out of Utah, isn't it? In Woodland Drink or something? I don't know. Uh, But yeah, I've seen the shit online, and that seriously does not look like fucking Jim Carrey. Maybe this is some I don't know what the fuck it is, man. Like it it feels like a Tom Green stuff, just send a body double in. I don't know. I don't know if he ever did that, but it just feels like something he would do. Well, maybe this is just I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, look up fucking Jim Carrey French Awards, and that does look like fucking Jim Carrey. Since we're picking up our phones, we are going to go to everyone's favorite time. It is titty time. Twitter trending time. Fuck is trending on Twitter? Pombon. Pokemon Day. I never got into Pokemon. I think my son may have. I don't know. He was a more Beyblade kid. I remember buying him a shitload of Beyblades. Those are pretty fucking cool. Um, I don't know if he was big into Pokemon, so we're gonna skip right over that. I don't know shit. I know it's huge, just not with me. Bitmart US. That's probably some crypto shit that I don't understand. Like I don't, I don't want to get into it because I don't understand it enough, and that's one of those topics that I need someone to talk to me on because I've got so many fucking questions. Kratos. Oh, there's coming out a new God of War game. I think. Yeah, that game was cool. I think that was the first. Not the first. The first game that you could like bone prostitutes in was Grand Theft Auto, but I think played God of War once. I think I had it when I originally bought a PlayStation 2, and I couldn't get past a certain point, and so I just stopped playing it. Good for Kratos coming back. Ooh, Bill Clinton back in the news. I wonder why. we'll skip right past that one because I value my life. Not that I'm afraid of Clinton, but whatever. One of the 11 views might get back to him. Boy Scouts. There's some background to Boy Scouts that it's not really good, right? I don't know, some true crime shit. I do know they were a heavy influence on Hitler to bring up Hitler Youth. Um, yeah, he did. The United States had a huge influence on Hitler. He loved what we did to the Native Americans. He tried himself. Um, oh look at Jim Carrey was the next thing on the list. Pomeranians. I had a little Pomeranian once. She's a Pomeranian something else. I don't know. Her name was Roxy. She's a little black dog, but she was like slick, a little one. Uh, yeah, okay, fucking, it's the same shit, just in different damn wording. There's Eagle Scout, whatever. So you know what? Fuck it. I don't even have a fucking Lemmy quote this time because he ran out of good shit to say. I'm gonna have to find somebody else to quote before I end my shows. So until then, don't have anyone to fuck. Go fuck yourself.